Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio on the CBlock map. Some things have transpired since the last time I played on this map. Probably one of the biggest is that 17.35 was released. That broke a lot of mods, including CBlock, including a lot of its dependencies, including my own mod. I fixed mine. A lot of the dependencies have been taken care of. And still waiting on CBlock to be updated. I have not checked recently, but last time I did check, it had not been updated. So I'm on .34 and will remain until that gets updated. So there's that. And also, as you saw in the intro, I got all this done. And I kind of wish I hadn't. We don't have enough power to support it. These guys go out, and then I have to come over here and remove this power pole and wait for the charcoal to get stocked back up, which it will when we don't have those electrolyzers plugged in. And yeah, then I go and plug it back in. I've been letting it run for a while now. I've been building up some resources because while I think my next plan, because these electrolyzers are just big power hungry hogs. And every 4 seconds for slag really was a big hit to CBlock. I started out the game and everything felt really balanced. One of the things about Angels and Bobs and all this is that things seem really balanced. I think it's a bad time to be playing CBlock right now because I don't think it necessarily is. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. Like the level 2, if you look at there's a level 2 of this that goes back to the every 2 seconds, but it appears to be negative, go into the negative. And I realize that Angel's mods aren't designed necessarily with CBlock in mind, and CBlock using it that way. We're kind of using the opposite of this process. Slag in Angel's mod is a byproduct, and here it's what we're trying to get. So there's that. Where was I going with that? I don't know. It's basically I'm confused. I'm confused as to how to approach this. So I want to hit on some of the things that I do know. One thing I do know is that doing this process right here was a big mistake. This is the second tier of the algae processing, and I had the assumption that it was going to be better. I don't think it is, now that I go back and look at it. The problem is when I was comparing the recipes, I was looking at the power consumption for both for 5 a second charcoal coming out. And I saw 3.3 and I saw 6.5 and I'm like, wow, this process is a huge savings. But I wasn't getting the full story. So let's just expand this out here. I stopped right here at the algae farms, where this process stops, at the algae farms. The difference is this process stops at the algae farms. we just need water. We need a water pump. That's free. We can do that all day long. This process, however, doesn't stop there. It actually keeps going. We actually need carbon dioxide, which is, it's not that recipe that we were using. It was the other one. And I never can remember where it's at. Not there. Not there. It's under one of these. Is it that one? No, that's the wood pellets. Charcoal, right there. It's that. We need that. We also need the mineralized water, which is that right there, which requires the crushed stone that we get from crushing stone from the slag that we get from electrolysis. Right, so that's more like our setup. And we have the level 1 machines for the most part. All right, so that is the full process. And these guys down here are just 3.6 megawatts just by themselves. That's just the electrolyzers. And that's 12. We currently have 15 on that row, so we have 3 extra that we could save off there. But the thing is that we're using that for the landfill and stone as well, so it actually evens out. So all day long, this is 7.4 megawatts as opposed to 6.5 megawatts. That's how much it uses, not how much it produces. So we want the lower number. So that one wins there. But not only that, we're only producing 3.8 charcoal because 1.2 of that is going in to make the carbon dioxide. So we're actually not making that. So this is much more energy efficient to do it that way at the cost of having to create 48 algae farms. But I think that may be the way to go. At least until we get to our next level of power production, which is the thing with the fertilizer and the seeds. And I think that's a little ways off. I don't know. It may not be as it may not be as far off as I think. But for right now, if we were to convert this back, I think if we were to just convert this back and not even increase it, I think we would be ahead because so much of our energy is going to these guys right here, right now. So much of it. Not only that, but to a lesser extent, these guys here, as well as these guys down here. It's nowhere near what we're doing right here, but still. I think we'd be money ahead if we were to just bite the bullet, take all that out, and then convert it to the basic process, which I'm thinking about doing. But right now, there are more important concerns. Maybe another option that we have is we might be able to science our way out of this. But I think projectile damage 1, which we just finished, that just happened to be the very last single red science that we have. So we need to start working on different sciences. That being the next level, the green science. So I'm going to do that. Let's see. Do I have any materials? No, I don't. But I have been generating a lot of materials while I've been waiting up here. How are you doing on charcoal? You could use some more. Wow, that thing goes through charcoal like nobody's business. Yeah, we got lots of plates down here. Look at all this. Plates. And let's see. We should have some more copper and lead plates here. A little bit. Not much. And up here in our chest, we've got a lot more. How's coal looking? Is it starting to back up again? It is. I think we can plug this process back in. Just got to keep an eye on it. When it starts to trickle, I got to turn it off. Okay, so let's look at green science. I think we have everything we need to make it. I'm going to go ahead and build... Let's see, you need basic circuit boards. Okay, let's head on down there. While we kind of look at green science. So green science requires these Atmos instruments. I mean, we looked at these in the last episode, I think. And they're all really, really straightforward to make. It's just a matter of getting the machines that we need to do that. A seedling nest. A compost. Elusive compost. Let's go ahead and grab all these basic circuits because I think we are going to need them. All right, I wanted to make some electronics assembly machines, because we might be using those as well as some regular ones. And electronic assembly machines, you can see they actually have the same energy consumption as an assembly machine, but they have a 1 crafting speed as opposed to a 0.5. The caveat is you can only make electronic components in them, so there's only certain things you can manufacture in them. And we probably don't need that right now, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. Now, I don't think we can do green science in these labs. We also have to upgrade those, and to do that, we need electric circuits, I think. We need filter inserters, and filter inserters require the electric circuits. So we're going to have to build those as well. But first, let's go ahead and get our green science just set up here, and we'll do both. Okay, so you need the Atmos instrumentation as well as the Atmos reaction nodes. Instrumentation takes that stuff and then just goes down this chain. I don't think we can make those in the electronics assembly machines. I think we have to make those in there. I'll double check that. But that's going to require that, which is going to require something, which is going to require something, which is going to require something. And let's take all these actually over one tile like that. Okay, you require microcircuits, which require micro wafers, which require reaction node. No, you require wafer stamps, which aren't made there. They're made in one of these. Yeah, so these things can't make everything, but things they can make, might as well use them. We're going to need inserters too. All right, and this other thing that we need, Atmos reaction nodes require tinned copper wire, as well as just, which requires copper wire, if I recall correctly. Tinned copper wire, and you require copper wire. All this can be built in electronics machines. All right, so that'll be a line going up like that, and that'll be a line going up like that, and then we'll have some intermediate products that will need to get filled out. You are going to need lead, you are going to need tin, you're going to need iron, you're going to need copper. Can we make... Is that going to work? Yes, it is. It sure is. Let's get some more chests. I have a feeling we're going to need like 1 million of them. There and there. So iron. That is iron, right? Iron and copper in there. Tin and lead in there. Copper and iron in there. And finally, that's everything you need. You need tin and electronic circuit boards. Let's put that right there. Tin and circuit boards. And we can make that inserter work with that. All right. In. And we'll have to do one of those little things right there for you. All right, and that should be good to go. But the thing is, even if we make them, I don't think we can use them. Let's grab some more of these materials. And let's look at making electronic circuits, which we're going to need. They require basic electric boards. And that is here, which require solder and basic electric components, which require tin copper wire and carbon. And solder requires solder plates and resin, or solder plates and alginic acid, which would be more optimal. Let's just lay this out. Can you make those? Yes, you can. All right, and you require iron and basic electric boards. Can those be made in here? They can. And those require basic electric components, which I think could be made in there, which require tin copper wire and carbon. So if we moved this, like right there, we could share that machine, right? Let's do this the other way. And maybe just move that over there, because I think that can be the top. Oh no, you need solder. So you'll have to go that way. All right, we can spit out our electric circuits right there and fill that dead space. Okay, you're getting 10 copper wire, and you also need carbon. We can put that right there, and I have that carbon that I've been carrying around for a long time. We'll go ahead and fill that in there. That should get you taken care of. All right, you got those. You also need solder, which, can that be made in here? It can. We need solder plates and alginic acid. Solder plates. Solder plates. Made in the blue furnace, huh? Stone bricks. Metal mixing furnace. Okay. That'll be made right there, I guess. Solder plates take lead and tin. And what else did you need? You need alginic acid, which is made from the brown algae. We've made that before. That's here. I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get it. All right, boy, that's a big thing there. You also need some basic electric boards. Let's go ahead and put those. Put like 200 of them in there. What was it that you needed also? You also needed iron. You got your stuff. We need inserters. Okay, so we'll get some brown algae and put that in there. We should have it like stocked up for days in here. Okay, and where do you go? You feed over to that guy. You feed up there. What do you go to? You go to that, right? So we need an inserter that is offset. We want the pickup position right there to do that 90-degree angle. I think that's all good. Do we have another goofy one? Yeah, up here. You are feeding over there. All right, I think that looks good to me. You need some fuel. We'll give you some of that. You need, is it lead and tin? Yes. Or tin and lead, if that's your thing. You need to pick up from up there and drop off over there. All right, how are we looking? Is this good? I mean, no, it's not. It's terrible. It's absolutely horrifying looking, but I think it'll work. 2, 3. Let's get all you guys going. All right, and all those will get moving, and all we lack is updating these two to the next level of lab. Advanced lab construction core. Can we go ahead and make some of those? We can make several of those. We need 4 of them. We can go ahead and get that going while we're waiting on our electronics to be made. You are making. You have been made. You're making. You're just waiting on solder. There's the solder. That's going to go up there. Hey, look at that. We have electronic circuits. Okay, what do we need to make a filter inserter? 4? and a regular inserter. Okay, you need 2. All right, so we'll need 12. All right, so that's moving along. We're running low on power. We need to go and unplug this so it can stock back up. Yeah, power. Boy, it's always about power. I wish I would have thought about that. I mean, these electrolyzers are just so power hungry. And I'm not exactly sure. I think the next level of power we get once we leave algae is probably either farming or trees. And I'm not sure what's going to make the most sense. Okay, that'll do it right there. Going forward, which one we want to actually pursue. And how long that's going to be. I mean, we may just be fine. We may just want to barrel on with our science. We may be able to science our way out of it. You know what I mean? Advance far enough. And just have to go through and, and flip these back and forth every now and then. Until things get going good. But I don't know. I have no idea. All right, look at that. We can now make green science. What do we want to make? I have no idea. Sulfur processing 2, chlorine processing, geode processing. Lithium, steel furnaces, tool belt, better electric poles, steel axe 2, 150. What are these? 32. I think we'll stick down on this end. Chemical plants, pump jacks. Electrolysis 2, I believe. This is our updated recipe that gives us the slag at 2 a second, or every 2 seconds, like the original one did. Fermentation process. Okay. Nutrient paste. All right. Vegetable oil. Okay. Slag processing 2. Okay, better crystallizers and filtration units. This I understand. Maybe. I have no idea. Auto research. Enable. And it chose military 2. That is exactly what I was going to choose. Sounds good. All right, so we are making green science right now. Granted, it's not fully automated. We're going to have to do a lot of babysitting here, but it is being made. That is what is important. Let's go down here and just check and see any resources that we have made. Oh, we got about 80 tin, about 80 lead, a lot more copper. And let's see, did we get some more iron plates down here? Yeah, this is working out really well. Had we only the power to make it run full time. Crying shame, crying shame. All right, well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode, or perhaps a bonus episode where I revert all the power, so we don't have to worry about that anymore, or at least for another episode or two. I'm not sure. I will see you then, though. Have a good one.